Hello there, it's Egil Thorsson, and I've got another story for you, so get yourself nice and comfortable with a nice drink and something to eat, and I'll tell you about Jack and the magic knapsack. Many years ago, when long ships sailed the sea and the old gods held sway over the land, there was a poor man called Jack, and he was going from house to house to try and get some form of food. He came to a longhouse. "Well, what's up, youth?" It was Njal. "Good sir, have you any food for a poor honest man? I'll dig your garden, I'll work, I'll do anything." "No problems, come in, youth." He had a horn of the finest ale, and Njal drew out a magic cloth, and from that cloth came the most sumptuous banquet he'd ever seen. Wild boar, the finest white bread, the most beautiful smooth butter, cream, fresh fruit, you name it. So what did Jack do? He ran off with it and stole it, and poor old Njal was left without his magic cloth. As he came along the road, he met a grizzled old warrior. "Hello there," he said. "Well," he says, "that's a fine cloth you've got there," he says. "It is indeed. What of it?" "Well, I've been in the service of a Jarl for many years. I've travelled to Byzantium, I've been to Great Britain, I've been even to a land that they call near Labrador. But no much good has it done me, and I'm hungry. Tell you what," he said, "I'll swap you this bag, this magic bag, for your cloth. All you do is kick it, and out comes a whole swineherd of Viking warriors, hardened, tough." "Okay." Jack gave the old warrior the cloth. He waited a minute, gave the bag a good kick, and sure enough, out came a whole swineherd, that's a lot of warriors, ready for the fight. And they attacked the old man, and he got the cloth back. That's 2-1 to Jack. Then he went home. "Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad. What's the matter? You've got a face as long as a yard of ale." "The king wants us out." "Why is that?" "Because we haven't paid any rent. We can't afford it, so that's why." "Leave it to me." And so it was. The magic rucksack, he kicked it again, and out came a whole swineherd of hardened warrior Vikings. And they went off to remonstrate with the king. The king was angry and sent his whole army. But these Vikings that came out of the bag were far better, and there was a bloody battle. The ravens feasted, as did the wolves, and the king was therefore made to sue for peace. "You've beaten me," said the king. "What on earth can I do now?" "Well," said Jack, leaning back, disregarding the fact he was talking to a king, "tell you what I'll do. I'm not a hard man. Leave my parents alone for a start, and I'll take your daughter as a hostage, well, wife, and I can surely think of other sundries should I need them." The king had no choice. "'Tis done," said the king, and under his breath he was muttering, but he knew better. That's how you become a king and stay a king. And so it was. Jack, with his magic bag and his cloth, well, they seemed to do remarkably well, and as they say in the most stories, they lived happily ever after. So that's your story. Now, Bragi and I were talking about this before we went on air, and mate, is it about Jack of Kent? Is it that story? And if so, who was Jack of Kent? Was he a fictitious figure, a real figure, a fictitious figure based on reality? Who knows? Maybe you know. I haven't got my glasses on, but it says The Mystery of Jack of Kent and the Fate of Owen Glendower, which is this book here. It's by Alex Girren, and I can't tell you who it's published by because I don't have my glasses on, but I'm reliably informed that that's the source of all information on it. That besides the point. I hope you've enjoyed it, and it's another one of those stories of poor people making good, which I think is more a fantasy than reality. I'm sure there were poor people who made it big, but they were the exception rather than the rule. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave us a comment, #Folktale. Maybe you'd like to leave us a subscription, press the bar, and then the bell, and we'll get back to you. Don't worry if we don't get back to you right away. There are so many people in there, which is a good thing. We will get back to you in time. So stay groovy, and in the meantime, bye.